All right, in just a few days, a group that looks to transform Buffalo's east side will unveil what it calls a pilot neighborhood project.
Community input helped turn the idea into a plan for a place that will spark growth, development, and family living. Dr. Henry Lewis Taylor leads the Black East Side team. Doctor, thank you so much for being here. And East Side, that's a huge area. So where are we really pinpointing here? What's the focus?
The East Side is a huge area. And because it's so large, we realize that to develop and perfect a model on how you transform that community needed to start off in a smaller location and place. So we've decided to launch that project in the Upper Broadway Fillmore neighborhood. And we'll spend the next 5 years fine-tuning and developing the project. And as it is perfected, we will begin to upscale it to other parts of the city and eventually other parts of Western New York.
Okay, so our viewers are going to question why that particular area?
That's a great question. We narrowed it down to about 5 or 6 neighborhoods and communities utilizing the census tract as a neighborhood. When we saw the Broadway Fillmore area, it seemed to bring together a number of important variables. One, the residents were ready for deep changes inside of the neighborhood and the community. Second, it was one of those rare communities with a significant number of vacant lots combined with a large number of occupied housing units. Third, because of its proximity to downtown Buffalo and Martin Luther King Park and the Central Terminal, we felt it was in danger of the gentrification threat. So it was an opportunity to preserve an important and significant Black community and to control the processes of gentrification in that neighborhood and community. So those were the reasons that we selected it.
All right, great. You're a professor at UB, and tell me, how did you get involved in this? Tell me about the community input into this. I know that's what really started this all out.
Well, I got involved with it through my work on the healthcare front. I'm associate director of the Community Health Equity Research Institute, and I work very closely with the Buffalo Center for Health Equity. And we discovered that deplorable health outcomes exist on Buffalo's east side and among the African American population, and that these deplorable health outcomes are inseparable from the neighborhoods and communities where people live. So we concluded that the only way to improve health outcomes was to transform the neighborhoods and the communities in which African Americans lived. Research and work had demonstrated that very little progress, if any, had been made over a significant period of time. So if we wanted to change these conditions, we would have to develop a new strategy, a new approach to neighborhood development, and that's what we've done.
And when you're talking about transformation, we're talking about neighborhoods here. So speak to those people when we talk about transformation, exactly what would change and when?
What we're talking about, one, is improving the quality of housing. A significant number of people live in substandard housing, especially the rental population. So we want to be able to change that. Another thing is that you have a significant number of houses that are vacant, but not for sale or rent. We've got to be able to get those housing units back online. We also have to improve the physical infrastructure inside of those neighborhoods. Sidewalks that are walkable, green space for play. We have to improve the educational outcomes, and most significantly, we have to improve the employment levels. So one of the things is that we see these communities in the process of redevelopment as an economy of scale, which means that if we train the workers who live inside of those neighborhoods to participate in the rebuilding process, they can rebuild their lives as they move through the process of transforming their neighborhoods. And out of that, we anticipate that health outcomes will begin to improve, especially as we increase access to healthy foods and access to healthcare services.
All right, Dr. Taylor, thank you very much for coming on in. We're going to be hearing much more from you on Monday when the announcement is officially made. So stay tuned.
Thank you so much. Let's get to our weather forecast now. A lot of sunshine out there, Todd.